Hi, welcome back to Fake It Till You Make It, or Hi if you're new. I'm Katie. Today, you can see I have some fun new products here. This is part of the Kelva Plan school release. I am an affiliate. These were gifted to me, and I just want to share them with you. This releases April 4th, which is Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, and 8 a.m. Is that right? 8 a.m. Pacific time. So definitely check that out. I have an affiliate link below if you choose to shop. And so let's get into it. So we're going to start, I think, with the teacher release. So this is a big disc bound planner. It has these white plastic discs. It says your greatest work is in the difference you make. I think it's a really cute cover. Okay, I just wanted to adjust you a little bit better there. I'm filming upstairs just because I want to be by the window. But this isn't, I don't know. I like the natural light a lot better in this setup. But anyway, let's get into this planner. So you have your whole year over here, your whole calendar year, school year, I should say, because it goes to July to June. We have important dates, so I love that. And then you have all these boxes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's 20, 30 different boxes. So I am not a teacher. Have I done clinicals with nurses and stuff? Yes, but I'm not your normal teacher. I feel like this would be great. You could do like months if you wanted to break it down by month. You have it here, but maybe there's something special you want to highlight in your class. I think this would be a great way to do it. What did I say? There was 30 of these. If you could do one for each student. If you are like an elementary teacher and you have one class, I think you could do one for each student and put like, if you wanted to remember like certain little things about them. So I think there's a lot of ways that you could do this. I believe there's a spot in here for birthdays, but if not, you could also use this for birthdays. There's so many different ways, tracking different things. So I think that is really cool. Then we have the daily schedule, allergies and health concerns, and then something you can do with what you will, which I like. I like when there's a little room to add something because maybe there's something specific or special that you do. Professional development, staff meetings, and school events. Love that, especially this professional development. I'm a nurse and we have the same thing, continuing education, and it's so nice to be able to track it. Student information, so name, birthday, parent info, and phone, and it looks like you have quite a few spots there for that, so that's really nice. And then parent communication. So you get a couple of those, parent communication. And I will say the thing that's good about this is Heather was a teacher. She taught for many years. That's what she did before she kind of started doing Kelva Plan full time. So I feel like the fact that this is designed by a teacher is probably super helpful. Student data, assessment, student boy score, BOY score, MOY score, EOI score. See, I said boy because I'm not a teacher, but I'm sure if you're a teacher, you know what that is. Overall increase, decrease. And here's the thing, if you're not a teacher and you can cover these up, you can pull this out and kind of make this what you want to. So the influence of a good educator can never be erased. This month, meetings, birthdays, events, other. I feel like you could use this if you're a teacher or not a teacher. We have nice big black and white month. Love that. And then this week. And I love, you have the days of the week across, and then this is blank. So what I love about this is, and you can tell this line, I think, is just a smidge darker, so it kind of correlates. I feel like you could do, I love that the weeks are across the top, first of all. And then this, you could put your subjects, you could put time blocks. So depending on, what you're teaching, you could do time blocks, you could do subjects. If you want to use this for something completely different, if you want to use this as like a social media planner, you could do, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, editing, or collabs, or you could really make this work for you. You could use this as a family planner. So for example, I could have like me, my husband, my 2 kids, and then maybe, work or family commitments or something like that, or and then kind of fill it that way. I feel like this is really versatile planner that you can use a lot of different ways. And I don't think you necessarily have to be a teacher. I love that you get a note page, and then I'm just going to flip through the dividers real quick. It is not what you poured into the student that counts, but what was planted. They may forget what you said, but they will never forget the way you made them feel. Love that. That's very true. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Agreed. Be the change you wish to see in the world. I love the dividers and the colors in this planner, by the way. 100 years from now, the world may be different because I was important in the life of a child. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Love that. We are a box of crayons, each of us unique, but when we get together, the picture is complete. Oh, that's a very cute sentiment. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching kids what counts is best. Your influence extends beyond the classroom into the realms of the future, unseen but profoundly felt. Teachers plant seeds of knowledge that grow forever. So pretty. I love the floral on that. Teaching is a work of heart. And then that is the last month. And then you have behind every child who believes in themselves is a teacher who believed in them first. And then it's grades. So you have exam dates, important deadlines, progress report due dates, report card due dates. Again, if you are not a teacher and want to use this for something else, you can just pull it out. That's the nice thing about the disc system. It's very, very forgiving. And then you have grades. And I feel like you could do a lot of different things with this. Obviously, grades if you're a teacher. But if you're not, you can get a little box, white this out, cover this up. You could track chores. You could track something that you want to post. You can use it for habits. There's a lot of different things you could use these sheets for. So I really think that this is cute. I love the colors in this. So very nice. And then to go along with that, she has a sticker book. Sorry, it's stuck on something there. Teach and Plan, and it has 931 stickers. I'm gonna move. I don't trust myself with my coffee here. Not to spill. So, and we need the room. So, very cute. Again, like these are not, like these could be planner stickers. They don't have to be just teaching stickers. I'm not a teacher, but I could see myself using these in a spread. Super cute. Oh, I love the floral kind of behind those items. I think that that's so pretty. I love the colors, like kind of pastels. And I love that it's not the traditional, like when you think of school and going back to school, like the primary colors. And, I just, yeah. Oh, these florals, really pretty. So lots of teacher quotes. Behind every child who believes in themselves is a teacher who believed in them first. Teaching is a work of heart. Teachers plant seeds of knowledge that grow forever. Do what you can with what you have where you are. So we've seen some of those on the dividers, but you get 2 pages of those. And then we have some black and white paper, prep materials, make copies, testing day, meeting, duty, midterm exams, open house, class party, half day, last day, progress reports, professional day, school dance, game day. So lots of functional stickers. We have some more. Students will be able to learning objective, standard, planning day, lesson plans due, standard professional development, and you get a couple sheets of those. Small group writing, pep rally, faculty meeting, observation, picture day, field trip, mathematics, writing group, small pep rally. If you homeschool, I feel like this, you could also use this too. This would be perfect. And I love that you have some different subjects: math, writing, reading, science, history. And then you have some smaller, and then you have some functional boxes, and you have plenty of space there to kind of do your own heading. So you get 2 pages of those. I believe all these stickers in here are paper. Lots of checklists. Get a couple pages of those. These are black boxes, just the kind of long horizontal kind. There we go, and you're going to get 2 pages of those, and then I was going to say probably some pastels, which you do, so that's nice. And then you get some big black boxes, 2 pages of each, which is really nice, and then I'm going to assume 2 pages of pastels. So perfect, and that came in a cute little box together. And then I had already taken the stuff out of the box just to do a little reel. And then this is part of the student line. Oh my gosh. And I believe there is another cover in this line. This is the floral. And I believe there's also a blue plaid that is really cute that goes with this. But I really love the color and the florals in this notebook, the dividers. Like, look at that plaid, and you have lined and dotted. And then isn't that just so pretty? And I love that she has the double-sided dividers and her planners and her notebooks, her paper. Like, that is really beautiful. And I don't know, if you're like me, you can never have enough notebooks. So I really like that. And I love the pattern. The patterns and the colors in this. So that is the notebook that comes with the student section. It has the white plastic discs, as does the planner, except these are clear. So plastic clear discs, love it. Your future is created by what you do today. I love this, and I love this cover. I think it's so pretty. It's simple, and then of course stripes, because Heather loves stripes and florals. You know, it's like her theme song. This is your year, Planning a Life I Love 12-month student planner. So we have student info, my goals for this year, important dates. I think this is perfect to put down, you know, if there's days off, if they're, you know, midterms, finals, school breaks, super important to kids. So I love this. Passwords, community service, friends' birthdays. That's really cool. I think that there's a place for that. My class schedule, my bookshelf, this year's reading goals. I think that that is very cool. And then a piece of note paper, and then this pretty floral divider. You have a sheet of note paper, and then you get into undated July, nice and simple. Assignment tracker this week. So you have homework that you can put Monday through Friday, important tasks, projects, deadlines, tests, extracurricular, personal. And you have a little days of the week here and a weekly goal. So you're going to get obviously enough there for the month. And then you're going to have August. And now we'll just kind of look at these gorgeous dividers. I think that this is really, really pretty. I just love the colors. And like I said, there's if floral isn't your jam, there is a plaid cover for this too, and it's like that pretty blue. I believe it's the pretty blue. I saw it a little while ago, and now of course I'm having a hard time remembering, but I believe it's a blue plaid. But you'll be able to see that. Definitely check out Heather's page and some of her other affiliates. And then there's June, and then we get to notes, and we just have a little section with some note paper. So, and then there's also the stripe. So if you don't like, the nice thing about this, if you don't like the floral cover, you could also do stripe too. But I think this is absolutely stunning. So that is all part of the student release that releases on the 4th of April. So you're definitely going to want to check out that release. I will leave an affiliate link down below. As always, if you choose to shop, I appreciate your support. Every little bit helps. We got some student loans we're trying to get down. Mama's trying to hustle here for that. So if you do choose to shop, I always appreciate it. Let me know what you think of this collection down below, and I hope you're having a great week planning your best life, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.